chose well, Captain Blazgowicz. This is a good one.
Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
I will never kneel to you. Fine. I will gut you standing. So colorful.
Oh hey, a hand grenade. Is it yours? It's pretty.
Blazkowicz, we're in possession. The nuclear cannon is armed. I'm clear to fire. A mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning.
What?
And her name, Mother of Exiles.
Is this meant to sound deep? Because it doesn't. It sounds drunk.
Your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these. The homeless.
Oh hey, isn't this the thing written on Lady Liberty?
To me.
Oh, let me guess, Blazkowicz going to sacrifice himself now. What is it with that nowadays? Can you people let the heroes survive?
You're clear.
What? We don't even get a colossal explosion? Seriously?
I believe that the stars
Oh, Jesus Christ, this game. This game... Ooh. I won't say this game's bad, but it's disappointing. It's very disappointing. I can tell you that. Jeez. And coming from this series, I mean, I know the last one I played from the series was, what, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, but still, I kinda expected more. And the thing is, where's your start? The game started strong. And the premise, Nazis taking over the world, Nazi robots everywhere, biological experiments, run amok. Sounds like it's gonna be another fun adventure. Doesn't really. First of all, in that regard, the game kinda loses steam. It's like it uses everything in the start. It's like giant Nazi robot hounds, giant Tesla machine, Nazi jet planes, biologically enhanced mutant dogs, super soldat, and it's just like, holy shit! And then just kind of flatlines. I mean, we go with this premise, but Death now has all these resources, all these tools that is available. And for the most of the game, what do you fight? Guy with gun and heavy guy with gun. I mean, it was strong at the start where it's not like, oh no, they have drone weaponry. Oh no, they have mechs. Oh no, they have super mechs. And then it just kind of flatlined. Not helped with some levels, but just, I mean, you have the submarine level and the moon level, which you would think would be these amazing locations, but it's just like, you really don't feel it. It's just like, this could be any other location. The only difference is that you put Navy and Space in the front of the enemy names. The same freaking enemies are much fun. I mean, these three reoccurring enemies, the normal grunt, the heavy trooper, and the commander. And then you just shove it around a bit. And I kind of imagine there'll be more. I kind of imagine there'll be, you know, more. Like, you had this great opportunity to really do some creative things. And you didn't. I mean, really? You could have done so much more than that in those settings. Good ideas, flawed execution. Oh, and then of course, the game tries to have a serious story. Doesn't really work. It's like characters we've seen in 2-3 scenes, we're supposed to cry our heart out. But we barely know these characters. We don't have any attachment. I mean, the ones I have the most emotional attachment to, and that's only because I've known them for so long, is Blazkowicz and Death's Head. Blazkowicz goes the entire game just with his grizzly macho-isma. And he just gets stabbed and shot and stuff. It even gets ridiculous for me to see in the end. The game suddenly got very afraid of boss fights. It's just weird considering the other game. I mean, the other game only had like 3 boss fights, I know, but they were really spaced out and it kind of appeared at the end of every major arc, which worked. But here it's just like, the London Monitor suddenly pops up. Wow, well that felt epic. It was like, it just felt like they threw it in. And the end here was like the prototype robot with just like, and then Death's Head down. That was a cool fight, I will admit. Simplistic, but cool. I'll give it that. But the story itself with all these characters, like, are they trying to give Greg some shades of grey, some more ambiguity or not? I mean, I don't know. It's like they tear about this location and then use this other box to tear a bridge that was also used by, if nothing else, then at least also the civilian families of the military personnel, if at the least. It's just like, was that supposed to be bad? Because I really felt like it was bad. And then it was all these ancient mystical men hiding the technology away from the world. When it is exactly the lack of knowledge, the ignorance that produced the Nazi regime. It's just like we're supposed to think that's okay to hide this all away because man wasn't ready. Well, no, we sure didn't become ready in your absence. Thanks for fucking nothing. We were supposed to relate to all these characters and feel sad for them when we barely know them, and it's all kind of choppy. It's like they have these little breaks where we really try to inject the story, but you can't do that. You can't compensate for less story time by just mass injecting it. You have to weave it together. I mean, look at the Half-Life series, for example, especially from second game and onward. They really knew how to weave the narrative into the story and make you care about characters, even if you didn't run with them all the time. And that's something they failed to do here, I feel. It's just very limited. Oh, and then we have the end, of course, where the hero sacrificed himself. Why has that suddenly got so popular? Seriously, let the hero survive, for fuck's sake. It's also unnecessary. Well, because I have no place in a peaceful world. Why would the world be peaceful? You killed one man. The Nazis are on the fucking moon and you killed one man. Congratulations. Oh, sure, they lost the biggest ace in the hole, but considering how his creativity apparently flatlined, I don't think it'll be the biggest loss ever. So you're like, you haven't accomplished anything, it's just... Why did he have to die? What was the point of that? Now that the Resistance lost their greatest asset, the man who tanks stab wounds and explosions like a fucking hunk of iron, it's like, how long are they gonna last? Also, they broke out by themselves. It's just like, where did that come from? I was convinced it was an illusion because that was surreal as fuck. All of this game's just disappointing. It has its good sides. I like a lot of the things we do. I like that it's a bit more open than many shooters are nowadays. I like that. Like many of the concepts. For example, you can stab the enemy generals and then find secrets. I like the upgrading system, where you do this and thus you become better. That feels like a really good way to do it, not only because it means that the player will get abilities that fit their playing style, but also that they're challenged to do something outside the box. And I like that. I like those things. And there's a lot of creative ideas in there. It's just kinda spread out too much. I like the cool laser gun with its upgrades and such, that was cool. But no, the game was kind of disappointing. It had potential and it really grabbed me in the start, but then... could have been a lot better. Could have done a lot more with the concept, and... that's just a shame. At least it had a final boss fight. At least it had a couple of boss fights, even if it only were 2. But yeah, a lot of shoddy storytelling. It's just like, there are times where I feel like, am I supposed to be creeped out by this Nazi killing stuff? Because I'm not sure if I should be. it's like, did they want more ambiguity or not? It's kind of unclear, especially with the creepy diary entries and the acts of terror. It's just... Oh yeah, we're gonna learn the Blazkowicz is alive now. Liberation. Liberation from what? Nope. So yeah. All in all, this could have been so much more, but it wasn't. It's disappointing, and the engine is horribly optimized. So, no, that was Wolfenstein Medieval Order. See, oh yeah, one last criticism. I didn't mind the stealth and I didn't mind the action, but those two were horribly unbalanced, with like an entire middle section of the game that was just stealth all the way, with no alternatives. Could be done a lot better. So, this has been our Cobra, and this has been Let's Play Wolfenstein Medieval Order. See you all tomorrow.